Wow, everybody's coming. I'm so happy. My character is badass. But now, dance to the ball. I'm Tony Jay from Thailand and play Deja Tony Jar, the martial arts legend who stunned the world with his fearless stunts, mysteriously vanished from the spotlight. Was it a breakdown? A career shattered by industry control? The truth is far darker than you might imagine. In this video, we delve into the shocking story behind his disappearance. Stay tuned to uncover the real reason behind his downfall. From Surin to martial arts, Tony Jar's journey began in a small town in Surin, Thailand, where he grew up working the rice fields with his family. Unlike most in Surin who didn't dream beyond their village, Tony had a spark that would eventually take him across the globe. His parents, Rin September and Thong Duram, were humble, but they instilled in him the importance of hard work and determination. While Tony never chased fame or fortune, he was driven by bigger goals. Since childhood, Tony was fascinated by martial arts heroes like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and Jet Li. He didn't just admire them. He wanted to embody their spirit. To him, martial arts wasn't just about fighting. It was a form of storytelling through movement. But how could a boy from a farming community become like the legends he idolized? Instead of waiting for opportunities, Tony took matters into his own hands. While other kids played, he spent hours in the fields mimicking the moves he saw on TV, punching, kicking, and flipping until his body naturally mastered these movements. There were no fancy gyms or coaches, just raw passion and a fierce desire to improve. At age 10, Tony's journey into martial arts took a pivotal turn when he began training in Muay at a nearby temple. The training wasn't just about combat. It was about discipline, honor, and understanding the rich history of the martial art. With no cushioned mats or high-tech equipment, Tony learned to fight the hard way, shaping not only his skills but his character. He wasn't just learning how to fight, he was learning how to live. As Tony grew older, he started competing in Muay Thai matches in his neighborhood. But he wasn't just another kid in the ring. His movements were sharper, his hits stronger, and his focus unbreakable. People began to take notice. But Tony wasn't interested in being just a fighter. He wanted something more, something bigger. His opportunity came when Panna Ridikri, a legendary stunt coordinator, saw something unique in Tony. Panna, known for creating mind-blowing stunts, recognized Tony's pure talent and invited him to join his stunt team. This marked the beginning of Tony's career as a stuntman. But it was only the start of a journey that would take him to global stardom. The rise to fame, Tony Jar's true breakthrough came with back in 2003. This film wasn't just another martial arts movie. It revolutionized the genre. Unlike the CGI-heavy films of the time, Ong Bak showcased Tony's raw, unchoreographed stunts. Every punch, kick, and flip was real. No wires, no special effects. It was raw, visceral, and exhilarating. The world watched in awe as Tony defied gravity, performing moves with incredible precision. Ong Bak was a game-changer in martial arts cinema. Tony Jay wasn't just an actor. He was a living, breathing action hero, and the world couldn't get enough of him. In 2005, Tony followed up with Tom Yong, The Protector, which pushed the boundaries even further. The unforgettable 4-minute fight scene in a restaurant, filmed in one continuous shot, proved Tony's unparalleled skill and commitment to real stunts. His dedication to perfection raised the bar for martial arts movies, and his status as a global action star was cemented. Career struggles, but behind the scenes, things were far from perfect. The pressures of fame began to take a toll on Tony. His relationship with Panna Ridikri, who had been his mentor, started to deteriorate. Creative differences emerged, and the highly anticipated movie Sword was eventually cancelled, marking the beginning of a rift between the two. Adding to his struggles was the Thai company Sahamanchal Film, which controlled Tony's career. Though he had achieved worldwide fame, the company tightly controlled his choices, restricting him to certain roles and limiting his creative freedom. Tony wanted to break free, to show the world that he was more than just a martial arts star. But Sahamancal kept him confined within the boundaries they set. The real turning point came during the production of Ong Bak 2. What was supposed to be a sequel to the smash hit turned into a nightmare. Tony found himself in charge of the movie, overseeing not just the action but the entire production. The pressure was immense, and the toll it took on his health and mental well-being was evident. He struggled with stress, creative differences, and the overwhelming demands of the studio. After weeks of being absent from the set, rumors began to spread. Some speculated that Tony had a breakdown, while others believed he was simply trying to escape the mounting pressures. Tony's break from filming signaled the start of a dark period in his life. He had always been known for his indestructible spirit, but now he was overwhelmed by the physical and emotional toll of his career. Perhaps it wasn't just the pressures of the film industry that led to his retreat. Maybe it was the constraints of that sentence that kept him from breaking free and pursuing the career he truly wanted. Whether the 50 million naira penalty was the final straw or not, this contract became an even greater part of the mystery surrounding Tony's sudden disappearance. Fans, critics, and industry insiders began to wonder, would he ever return? Was this the end of his career? Or was this break just what he needed to return stronger than ever? The silence surrounding his absence added to the intrigue, leaving everyone guessing. Tony Jaa, once a global sensation, was now a legend left in limbo. In 2010, after years of feeling trapped, Tony made the unexpected decision to step away from everything. The martial arts star who had captivated audiences worldwide suddenly vanished from the film industry. This wasn't just a regular break. It was a complete withdrawal. Tony Jaa, at the peak of his fame, chose to leave behind his wealth and success, retreating into the life of a Buddhist monk. Whatever the reason, Tony's disappearance sent shockwaves through the martial arts community. He had revolutionized action cinema with films like Bak and Tom Yum, quickly becoming a household name. But now, with his sudden absence, a void was left. Fans who had eagerly awaited his next movie were left in suspense. His disappearance was a shadow over the industry. As Tony meditated in his monastery, the world around him moved on. Other martial arts stars like Don Yen and Iko Arias emerged as the new faces of action cinema. Hollywood, which had once courted Tony for its films, turned to other actors capable of performing the high-octane stunts Tony was known for. For a while, it seemed as though Tony had vanished from the film world forever. His career seemed frozen in time. But the question remained, would Tony ever return? Would he shed his monk's robes and return to the screen, or was this the end of his career? His disappearance left fans and the industry in suspense, and the mystery surrounding it only deepened over the years. Was he truly done with the industry, or was this just a brief pause in his legendary career? As time passed, the legend of Tony Jaa only grew, leaving fans eagerly wondering what the future held for their hero.